Are they going to do the wave?
Do
no.
the wave.
So it's too late. They're on us now.
Oh,
we can do the wave.
The wave.
Okay. We did it. All right. Yeah, wildcard qualifier semifinal between Monomaniac and Dignitas. Game 3 is going to be beginning in just a moment, but Fortress and Collided so far have gone Dignitas' way. Still only a couple of attacking rounds. We had 1 on Collided. We had 2 on Fortress. That's so few in the scheme of things between 2 really, really great teams. So good luck, have fun to both of our teams. Game 3 is beginning right now here on Crossroads. This is, again, Monomaniac's map choice. The very first map Collided was set by us randomly for the round, and, you know, loser's pick meant that Fortress was game number 2, and Crossroads beginning right now as Dignitas Kawa attacks into the middle of the map is beginning.
Yep, and here we go now. And of course, you know, Kawa having some pretty solid games here, I must say. You know, he's definitely holding it down for his team, getting those attack rounds in when it's necessary. You know, it's always an important thing here. But nice shot. 5.1, I was stuttering on myself because I'm like, what is he going to do here? Just going back and forth. And seems as if, you know, Kawa going to continue to basically just wait to see if another member of Monomaniac makes a mistake here. Of course, you're going to have, I believe that's going to be Pop Trunk playing that goal defense there. No, that actually will be Felon's, and I was wrong on that one. Pop Trunk played ahead. I didn't pay attention on that one, but Felon now is going to be playing that goal point defense, so that's something to keep in mind here.
An open shot, too. I'm a little surprised Kawa didn't even take a swing at it, but now Kawa gets eliminated. Felon, 1, 2, 3, right there at the goal.
Indeed.
Very surprising result to that one, as Kawa started very, very strong on the attack round. Felon attacking now, so again, taking that momentum from a triple tap and trying to make it into a successful attack round. We'll see what he can do. As you know, Crossroad is their map selection. This is basically their last chance to fight back. If Dignitas wins this map, they're moving into the finals against Fnatic. Mono would, of course, love to take this to a Game 5. We're going to have, you know, this map at a minimum and potentially 2 more games after this for the best-of-5 semifinal.
Indeed, and you know, obviously Felon is a player with their leadoff attacker is the one they trust the most here. As I've said numerous times, but you know, trust was misplaced. As Felon gets taken out 3 shots by Kawa, by the way. So that's actually pretty good there.
They're fighting. That's Kawa and Felon have all the rockets landed so far against each other, specifically. So maybe Garpy and Hot Mustard will face off this time around, and you know, Hot Mustard will land 3 rockets, and then Garpy lands 3 rockets on him. We'll find out. Garpy moving forward. Spots a defender over by that close gate. This could turn into a situation like we just saw with Kawa, where he just sprints around and pops him in the head, but losing an armor already to Pop Trunk is going to put him at a kind of a disadvantage. Still 3 defenders standing. We'll see where he actually ends up. Not worried about anyone back on the laser pad. He was pretty sure he saw someone enter into the actual conclave there. Hot Mustard standing on the hill. Garpy down to just 1 armor. This can be tough on Crossroads because these archways are so narrow and predictable. It can be tough to get in there with 2 players rockets spamming at you, and you see that's not even going to get to that point as Felon lands that last rocket.
Yeah, you know, that was a good round there for Monomaniac Esports. Way to hold it down, 2-1 in the count now. Hot Mustard on the attack. We've said it time and time again in this, or at least I've said it time and time again. He's a great attacker. We've seen it before. He just cannot get over that hump where he needs to be able to just secure that victory for his team. Actually, something to point out there, you saw 1 blue defender actually hanging out by that laser pad. That's going to be big because that laser pad pretty much just gives you that full view of the map there, especially looking at the goalpost there. So something to bear in mind. No one playing the fence here, as Hot Mustard has just saw. So of course he has to be curious to where the defenders are, but he's going to get that 36-meter hit there. Nice shot as Kawa's going to pick one off on Hot Mustard, and of course Garpy throwing down those rockets, trying to connect with 1, but it's enough to pretty much just scare him away at this point. Hot Mustard going to be making his way now around, getting a 15-meter, but not enough as Garpy takes him out with 2 shots there right away, ending that any chance they had of taking an attack round.
They keep getting so close.
Yeah, it's true. Both teams.
Well, I mean, Pop Trunk, Felon, and Hot Mustard have led off rounds, you know, getting 2 defenders taken out, still with 3 armor remaining multiple times, and every time ends in just heartbreak. You know, some clutch defense from Garpy, Kawa, and Zacubus as that happens over and over. But Zacubus attacking now. He's got an opportunity to actually start a lead for Dignitas in this map. This is the actually latest that they've gone without getting an attacking round. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get the spark lit and, you know, take it from there. But Oh, who's that he was dueling with? Wow, he just flew over to that hill.
Yeah.
Just sprinted right away from that guy, but he's going to take a little bit of an alternate route. Hot Mustard waiting for him at the top of that tunnel, and Zacubus is going to have a real trouble fighting his way out. He does pick off one defender, but does land, you know, rockets 2 and 3 from Hot Mustard and Felon to end the round.
Yeah, it's just such a hard position to play against, especially in Crossroads with the goalpost being inside that enclosed space. It's very difficult, especially when you have 3 defenders just raining rockets down on you here. Now, Pop Trunk here on the attack, the captain of Monomaniac Esports. Let's see if he can once again lead his team here. You know, we've seen it time and time again in this matchup. They get close to taking the attack round, MME, and then just something happens where it's either poor positioning, you know, or they just, you know, pretty much Dignitas just does a great job of landing those rockets where they need to be. But granted, this is still a very close matchup despite, you know, it being 2-0 in the series here. Just Dignitas constantly edging it out one way or another. Now, you did see that blue laser fly by. That was that laser pad I was talking about here. So Pop Trunk needs to be a little bit careful. Landing that 23-meter hit there. Nice stuff there. Taking out Kawa. He needs to play this one real smart, and of course, make sure that no one's going to be playing up there on that position. But never mind, ending that one as Garpy lands 2 on Pop Trunk to end that round. 3-3 is the count here. Round 7 coming up next. Kawa on the attack. He's been having a great game thus far, or a great series, I should say. Hopefully he can actually put an attack round in for Dignitas. Yeah,
let's see if he can accomplish what he did in the first 2 games, grab that attacking round early on, put Dignitas up, and then, you know, their stellar defense will just carry them the rest of the way, as Monomaniac still has not landed an attacking round. That's just really rough, especially all the way into game 3. Kawa looking for some lasers. Is he going to find one here on this first defender, or will he end up trading or losing armor? As he kind of gets closer to the enclosed area, Pop Trunk is going to be the guy on the right side trying to keep him from getting in there safely. I believe Felon is probably playing in the back, as Hot Mustard is most likely going to be on the laser pad. But Pop Trunk looping back around to the side. Hot Mustard was on the pad, but has fallen down now to the enclosed area. Kawa does pick off Pop Trunk, and he still has a bit of an advantage. Unfortunately, time is running out, and like I said earlier, these archways are very thin and predictable. You can lose armor very easily, but Kawa sneaks in safely. Only 1 armor left, 4 seconds left, and look at that. Felon, 1, 2, and 3 rockets to take out Kawa.
Nice stuff there by Felon. You know, he played the goal point very well. You know, I was actually kind of worried about him there, but now the leadoff attacker for MME, Felon, is going to be taking his 2nd attempt here on the attack. So let's see if he can finally do this here and give MME that attack round win that they so desperately need, that they have not been able to do in the last 2 games here. And with pretty much at the midway point of this one, it's a little concerning at this point.
Nice.
But Felon is actually going to get hit once by that laser on top of the pad there by Zacubus. That was a great shot indeed. And rockets whizzing right by him as Garpy just playing that one real slick, you know, positioning the rockets so well.
Whoa.
And it seems like Felon cannot seem to do anything here, as there's going to be a lot of pressure. Kawa going to actually start that one there, as Felons is now going to say, you know what, I'm not even going to challenge that. But Garpy's like, well, I'll challenge you, taking that one out. 4-4. Very good stuff indeed by Dignitas. And it's just a very heavy defensive game. And a big stat to point out here, Felon with 8 defensive rockets. So that's something that, you know, obviously, if he has not been playing as well as he has, this could be a very different situation here for Dignitas. Yeah,
he's been coming up clutch on all of these attacking rounds from Garpy. You know, Dignitas is up 2-0 in this best-of-3 series. So if they can just land an attacking round, they can sit on their stellar defense to carry them the rest of the way. Hot Mustard, Pop Trunk, and Felon, of course, going to try and prevent him from doing that, prevent Garpy right now. But Garpy doesn't seem to really have all of the defenders located. You see he loses an armor from Hot Mustard, who is just next to him. And there's obviously a defender here on the back hill. You can see the rockets flying past him there. 41.9 meter hit to make up for that armor he lost earlier. Now he just needs to land 2 more lasers. Can he do it? As time is ticking down, you've got those narrow entrances once again. He could actually hop over the top of this wall as well. I don't think he's going to have the stamina to do it here, so he is going to risk the doorway. Waits up for some stamina, uses a little bit of it to pop through the door, jukes the rockets, gets up on the hill, but time runs out, and Red wins the turn just by the clock running out.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, there was a lot of time being wasted there, unfortunately, by Garpy, but they're holding it down as best as they feasibly can. And it's really both sides because, you know, every player is actually doing a pretty good job on the offensive front here, I must say. But it really is going to boil down to, you know, just some unique play by both teams here and not just going to what the norm is, perhaps just trying something different to see if that will work out. Granted, though, nice 50.6 meter shot indeed, as that will actually be the longest shot of this matchup here. You know, it was previously owned by the previous attacker. I don't know who that, was, but you know, but something to point out. Two armor gone just like that. But never mind, though. It is actually going to be a 1v1, and finally MME puts one on the board. After 2 games, the score is going to be 6-4 now. You know they must be feeling good here.
Yeah, I always circle, like, whatever, you know, if a defender got the last 2 rockets, I circle it like that. It's went crazy on Hot Mustard there. Crazy.
Crazy.
You know, you've said Hot Mustard has a good laser. I don't know if the audience was paying attention, but it happened. He finally got an attacking round.
I said it. I said it a million times, and I'm glad he finally proved me right. And I don't seem like a crazy person.
All right, so Zacubus attacking now for Dignitas. Of course, they need to make up for that attacking round very quickly here, as we're getting close to that 9-point limit that we have set for competitive play. You know, only a few more attempts for Dignitas to try and catch up. Nice shot there, but losing another point of armor sets him down to just 1, and that's going to be difficult for him to fight back some.
Yeah, for sure, as Felons is actually going to be inside of the goalpost with his teammate Hot Mustard playing that defense. The pressure is definitely going to be on him, especially with 1 armor left. You know, Zach is not looking good here. You know, of course, trying some pretty standard strats. He is able to land 1, though, with 8 seconds left on the clock. Can we see an attack round?
He did it!
And never mind, as just when we thought it was going to be like, oh, no, MME, and Dignitas like, yeah, definitely.
He actually, he landed both shots through the metal on the pole.
Mod hacks, bro.
The base of the pole is actually, you can't shoot through it, but, you know, since he was at that higher up angle, he was able to shoot right down through that and actually landed shots on both defenders. That's really, really good finish to a strong attacking round. Now Pop Trunk with Monomaniac, despite the earlier effort of his teammate, is finding himself in that position again where they're just tied with Dignitas, and the next attacking round
this is big, though.
Is going to be very important.
This is big. I just want to point this out because if oh, wait a minute, though. A lot of pressure from Garpy. The reason why it was big was because he had 2 armor, 1 defender, but Garpy was just very reckless there, and he pushes up, and it actually pays off now. Of course, Pop Trunk's not in the best position. And, oh my God, the 17 around the corner like it's wanted. Oh Lord, good stuff. That was really cool. Wanted the movie, by the way, not the comic book. Not a fan.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, of course. In any case, nice stuff indeed by MME. Finally, we're seeing some life out of these guys, and Crossroads just seems to be the remedy that they needed here. Of course, you know, Kawa on the attack at this time. Rockets flying everywhere, and they just need to play this one as simple as possible. Whoa. And that rocket was so close for comfort there.
He almost sat on it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, nice my goodness. Shot. Great shot. It's very quick reaction time. Hair trigger for Kawa. Pop Trunk also going down, and suddenly it's just Hot Mustard versus Kawa with 2 armor left. Kawa may actually just answer immediately here. This he actually has a lot of time to work with. Nearly took him out very quickly there. He's actually going to go all the way. No, I thought he might have backed up to the laser pad to use the zoom function, but instead is just going to be hopping up on top of the wall. The goal can now be captured. They're going to do a little bit of a dance here, maybe a tango, maybe a waltz. I don't know, but Hot Mustard with just 1 rocket necessary to put away Kawa, who is going to win. Time is ticking down. He might not have enough time.
Oh, my Lord. That is crazy.
That was an end to that statement. That was the period on the sentence I was trying to spit out. But Hot Mustard, Pop Trunk, and Felon, again, finding him in that position. You know, even though they're starting to land some attacking rounds now, they're still very, very neck and neck with Dignitas. The score is 7-6. You must win by 2. It's a 1st to 9, but we're tied on attacking rounds. So the next attacking round is going to just be super vital. Doesn't matter which team gets it. They're just going to need it to get to the finals.
For sure, as you see Felons here. You know, he...
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, great shot, though. It was a trade, granted, but still a very good shot nonetheless, as Felon needs to look at the trajectory of that rocket to pretty much predict where his opponent's going to be at here. So that's something to keep in mind, folks. And Felon actually going to get hit one more time, so this isn't good as Felon's going to challenge this one. Rockets flying all over the place, and he is going to get taken out. Zacubus and Garpy with those 2 rockets landed on Felon there. 7-7 is the score here, and we have a game, folks. This is pretty intense. It was a shootout at one point with just attack rounds going back and forth, and now Garpy, who does not have an attack round in here, might be able to do it. You know, we've been seeing him play pretty solid overall in this series, and taking, you know, I would say his time as best as he possibly can without giving too much away here, because there is still a lot to point out. Now that he threw out that laser, he is being identified 100% as he is on top of the laser ramp here. But the one thing to take away from all this is that we still have a tie match. And look at this, actually taking advantage of some of the elements on the map. So we don't see that all that much on the offensive side. Yeah, attackers can, of course, make use of the laser pads that defenders tend to use. They get a little bit faster recharge time and the ability to zoom in on their opponents. So that cuts about 40 meters off of the distance that you have to shoot when you can, you know, just get that much closer. So Garpy down 1 armor, but has already taken out Hot Mustard, Pop Trunk, and Felon. Only ones remaining, and just Felon now. This could be it. Can Garpy land this last shot? Only 3 seconds left. He's getting closer to the goal. Time is going to run out. No! Felon just takes him out instead. 11 defensive rockets for Felon. That's by far the most in this game, and we're still at that defensive stalemate. Hot Mustard has a chance to end the game right now with a couple of lasers. What do you think? This is actually a very good position for MME to be in, to be honest with you, because you know, Felon has not really been playing that great on the attack, but his defense has been phenomenal. So obviously, you know, having Hot Mustard on the attack here is going to be big for them. But you know, he has to basically just win this round. He wins this, they win the game. We go to a game 4. And that is something that a lot of people may not have expected. So, you know, this is going to be an important round, obviously, for MME. Every round's important here at IPL 5. But Hot Mustard is actually going to get pegged one time, though. That's not going to be a good look here, as he does find one target right in front of the entranceway there of the goal. And he gets pegged by another rocket moving so slow. I saw that trajectory happen. It was like, it's going to hit him, and that one as well. And on a wire straight to him. We're going to extra rounds no matter what, because you have to win by 2, folks. So extra rounds. All right, Zacubus had one of the more dramatic attack rounds earlier on, landing 2 shots through the goal earlier. So we'll see if it's going to come down to the last second like that one did, or if he's going to just manage to get in early. If he can kill one of the defenders early on, have a lot of time to take shots on the remaining 2. Just be careful and you know, get that early advantage. That'll be great for him. Hot Mustard most likely going to be peeking here. We'll see if Zacubus runs into any rockets. He does, but he does actually get the trade, takes out the defender, runs right back out of there. That's kind of a curious decision, because it is so hard to get back in through that archway. Another trade occurs, and it's suddenly Pop Trunk versus Zacubus. Next shot wins. Yep, and you know, this one here would be pretty big. Of course, if they do manage to win this, it will be game point at 9-8, which will be a great position for Dignitas to be in. It will be Pop Trunk versus Zacubus. We've seen Pop Trunk kind of shine, but nice rocket placement there by Pop Trunk to keep it alive. And now MME is going to be at match point. All they need to do is win this one, and they need Pop Trunk to shine right now. He needs to just blossom into his glorious self and win this game here for Dignitas. But granted, though, Dignitas is playing absolutely amazing. Despite it, they're up 2-0 in this series, and a win here for MME would make it 2-1. And of course, you know, Pop Trunk is just going to be a very cautious individual here. Doesn't want to make the wrong mistakes or make the wrong moves, and which will lead to mistakes overall. But let's see. Yep, Pop Trunk, as you know, he is the 3rd attacker in order for Monomaniac. He does, of course, have the same ability to take an attacking round as his teammates. He's very good with the laser. That's a nice start for him. Zacubus down. He moves toward that center area where the goal is contained. He might be able to snag a 2nd shot. Doesn't quite get it. Kawa does get taken out. Garpy is all that stands between Pop Trunk and game 4. But one armor does get picked off. Garpy's not going to let him have it that easily. And suddenly, the next shot wins again. Oh, and Pop Trunk grabs the laser. That's game number 3 in the books, 10-8 for Monomaniac.
let's go ahead and say, oh, that's the wrong key. GG map?
Very good stuff there. I can't believe it. Pop Trunk did a great job indeed. And MME puts one on the board. We're finally actually seeing not a complete shutout. You know,
That's
we saw
true.
a lot of 2-0s.
A lot of 2-0s, 3-0s. You're right.
Yeah. So this is going to be a good one. But guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with some more Shootmania action coming at you here at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Golden Boy of 2W. This fine gentleman right here is Ash Joshi. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.